Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tarot by Sherry, and I'm Sherry. I've already posted one video. Be sure to check that out. It's from Russia with love. So, looking at the peace talks going on with Russia and Ukraine. But this video, I want to look at the news that Pope Francis is in the hospital. He's now developed pneumonia in both lungs. So anyway, I've got several videos that I'm kind of watching several different news stories, and that was one that was kind of on my radar. And then we had updates, so I definitely wanted to hop on and do that. Just kind of taking a look at that. I typically don't like looking into health situations necessarily, but whenever it comes to world events and world leaders, then I would absolutely take a look into that. So without any further ado, let's take a look into this health situation with Pope Francis. Okay. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. And we're looking into the health of Pope Francis. Okay, health of Pope Francis. The center here, Hanged Man, he's holding on. The Moon card, things are hidden. I think, let's just put out kind of some more cards here. Patience, Temperance. Yeah, this isn't looking good. I mean, he's 88. Yeah, it's kind of like what's standing out here to me is the Ten of Swords. This is one. Oops, I just dropped that. Hold on. Hold that thought one moment. Oh, that just flipped right off the table. Okay, I'm back. This is one of completion. I'm just going to leave that with that. The Page of Cups. This is always my yes card. So, yes, he's done. This is a card. This is the recent past. This, this is what energy from the past is coming into this current moment. And this is, he's kind of fulfilled his destiny, as Pope. This was something that, he attained to, he wanted, and he achieved it. You get that he's holding on. I don't know, the Moon card, this is one of withdrawn, going within. I don't know. I get the feeling that maybe his health is maybe a little bit worse than what they're, double pneumonia in an 88-year-old is absolutely a serious condition, but I'm getting the feeling like maybe it's a little bit more serious than what they're letting us know. This is 1 foot into emotions, 1 foot on standing ground. This is telling me that he's starting to slip into, he may not be fully conscious. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Is this is kind of a card of patience. Definitely one of. Sorry, it's like whenever I do readings, I get these feelings, and then I have to put these feelings into words. Just like I just get this feeling. It's almost like a dreamlike state. Like that's where he's at right now, and decisions being made. The church is having to make decisions about what about what they're going to do. How are they going to proceed? It's all written. They know. The conclave, the decisions that have to be made in replacing a pope. A new pope. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting with this, is that definite, expect some big news, and I would imagine that sword, let me just throw some cards out on timing of this. And the timing on this. Nostalgia, longing for the past. A Queen of Wands. I find that real interesting there. That I wouldn't normally associate a queen with the church. That's a lot of masculine energy. But definitely messages of how we're going to proceed forward. Um, I'm really curious about those. Those cards are kind of, it's like a woman coming together with it almost feels like, I mean, honestly, if I was looking at this, I would almost say, like, there's not going to be a female pope, is there? Surely not. I mean, no, there isn't. That's why I'm like, what does exactly is this? Because it's like something from the past, something just making decisions. And this is a card of nostalgia. And so let's see, what is, those cards are just kind of, I need some more clarification on those three cards. That is not at all what I would expect. Thing being left out in the cold, the binding, the shackles, and justice card. You know, I think that what this is, let me just kind of take a step back here and look at this as a whole. The messages coming out from the church, they already know what they're going to do. This is like the representation of, you know, I mean, the Pope is the representation of God on earth. And yeah, they are, I'm finding these cards really, I'm just finding these interesting because this is like shackles being bound. I wonder if it's being bound to tradition and what they have to do, and that they realize that this tradition isn't, it's almost like this feeling of they're wanting to be changed, but yet they don't really, like, there's some people in the church that may want change, but yet they're not going to really be able to achieve it because this is like, no, this is the way things are done. So I find that, look for some interesting messaging around this when that announcement comes. Because there's something, as this develops, this is kind of where I want to look more at. I don't want to spend a lot of time right now with this. I'm finding this part interesting because it's almost like this feeling of something that they talked about changing in the past, but they're not really sure if now's the time to do that. That's the best way I can describe that right now. So just going back to this base reading, yeah, let me pull this camera up so you can see me. So yeah, as I'm looking at these, it really does look like, you know, he's holding on for right now. I think the situation, his health is worse than what they're letting on because they're trying to get things, they're trying to get their get events planned. They know, like, okay, this is what, you know, this is what we need to do. It isn't just as simple as a pope passing away. There's just like everything that goes with it, and that could be this other thing, like, you know, they realize, you know, if these other cards that I put out, I'm trying to hold them up here real quick. You know, that second set of cards that I put out, this could be just them making decisions of what is it that we need to do. How is it that we're going to move forward? You know, they've got all of those, camera's crooked. They have all those plans laid out. They know what they need to do. And it's kind of like the messaging around that. I was curious because, you know, we all see, we've all heard, you know, the Nostradamus predictions that Pope Francis was going to be the last pope. And so I was curious and did a real quick little Google search on that. And it came up that there was a prophecy that there'd be a great comet in the sky at the passing of this pope. So, you know, not saying that it's going to usher in aliens, but anyone that knows me knows that, you know, my stock answer to everything is it's the aliens. I always fall back on that. It's sort of as a joke, but would we be surprised? No, not with, you know, the UAP stuff going on. That's a whole nother video that we'll do at a different time. Not saying that it's related to this, but on a more serious note, back to this. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Expect something, I would say, within the, that Ace of Swords is kind of giving me, as far as timing, probably within the next week. It wouldn't surprise me if it's not a little bit, that we don't get some more news on that just a little bit sooner. So that's what I have on the health of the Pope. Anybody connected to that, you know, I wish you well. it's a difficult time. It's going to be a difficult time. You know, I mean, the world, everything is a difficult time right now. And the church is definitely part of that. So, or the Catholic Church, I should say. So, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for spending some time with me. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment if you have additional, you know, insight or questions about this, or just like the video. You can find me on TikTok at Tarot by Sherry. That's where I post. I do general readings over there, just daily readings, and I will be also posting them here in the shorts. And so, yeah, that's where you can find me. And as news progresses, I will be here doing those videos. So, thank you very much. Have a good day.